back. A Livingston County family finally reunited after one of them spent nearly a month on a ventilator in Kansas City, suffering from COVID-19. KQ2's Madeline McLean found out what the family says got them through what they say was the toughest thing they'll ever have to experience.
A Chillicothe family is sharing a miracle recovery after a 45-day battle with COVID.
We would not be here today together sitting on this couch talking to you if it wasn't for the miracle that God has given us.
After a month and a half away from his family, battling COVID, spending nearly a month on the ventilator, John Pittman finally got to go home Tuesday.
They said, "What do you think about going home first part of next week?" And I said, "Are you kidding me?" And they said, "No," and I started crying.
Pittman and his wife got the virus at the end of September. Wednesday, he had a fever. By Sunday, doctors were figuring out how to transfer him from Hedrick's Medical Center to St. Luke's Hospital. A day after that, he was put in the ICU and didn't come back out for a month.
She told me that she couldn't live without me and that I was going to pull through this. And we had a 7-year-old son that I had to raise yet.
They say John's survival is a story of family, community, and faith. From his work,
There was a couple of guys from his work who came. They had taken up a donation for us and said, "You don't need anything. If there's anything that you need, you tell us, and everybody at Donaldson will make sure you're taken care of."
to her work.
My boss just said, "Don't think about this place. Don't worry about this place. Everything will be taken care of."
Family, friends that took on the load when Jamie Pittman began driving hours to and from the hospital.
And obviously that's not sustainable when you have a 7-year-old at home. So I made a phone call to my mom and said, "I need your help." And so she has been here since that third day.
To their church.
To our pastor coming getting a Frisbee off the roof for our son to play with.
Yeah. And our community held a prayer service in our front yard one night. And that was a beautiful thing to be a part of, and something I will never forget.
And the doctors, nurses, and staff. They say John wouldn't have made it without them.
I told him, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's my son. And I kept telling him, this is my motivation to get home as soon as I can.
He wouldn't have been able to hold his little boy in his arms.
And got home Tuesday evening, and my little boy looked out the window and saw me, and he come running. He almost knocked me down.
And they want to say thank you for whatever role you played in making this miracle possible.
He had read a book called Under the Moon and had it on a video for me. And I watched that every night before I went to bed. And I asked him if he would go get that book and read that to me. So when we got in the house, he read that book to me that night. And I'll never forget that. It was an amazing evening to spend with my son.
Reporting, Madeline McLean, KQ2 News.
A